Hi, this is Majinone, and I'm going to do a basic review for the G.I. Joe Hearts and Minds issue number 4 comic. I don't want to go into like an overview because these books are really, really good, and to do a simple overview on it would really spoil everything that's inside of it. In this particular issue here, we have Dr. Mindbender for the Cobra side and Doc for the Joe side. Now, when I first saw the two characters, I thought Mindbender is going to be awesome, Doc is going to be completely stupid and a complete waste of time. Now, surprisingly, Mindbender's story, while it's interesting, didn't draw me in because it pretty much just fed me everything that I already knew. Well, okay, it's not everything that I knew, it just, I guess you can say it's things that I expected. You know, Dr. Mindbender was a bastard of a scientist doctor, and he just totally jacked people up right and left in the interest of science. And, you know, he basically experimented on people, gave them experimental drugs just to see, you know, like basically what type of an effect they would have on them. And, you know, he would say, like, trust me, you know, it's good, but, you know it's not good. And then finally it looked like he was in the development of the atomic bomb when it ended. So while the character was interesting, you know, it really didn't show me something different. The Doc character, though, that was actually really interesting in that, you know, I didn't really know anything about that character, but it really went into, it was like a night and day, I guess you can say. Dr. Mindbender was complete evil, while Doc was more compassionate. He did what he could to save, you know, lives. And he really looked, you know, really looked out for his patients. Now, the end of his storyline had a really dramatic, emotional type twist too. So I think overall the Doc story was actually really good. And you know, if you remember, I can show you just a little bit of it. But if you remember the art's pretty much the same as some of the other issues. It's really good. It's really good, and I think that, you know, like it really sets it apart from the regular G.I. Joe stories that are out there. And I would highly recommend, you know, if you're a fan of G.I. Joe, I would highly recommend getting this book. It's really good. And I'm definitely, when this thing comes out in trade, I'm definitely going to buy a copy of this because it's really, the way they present the characters, it's really interesting. Now, on one hand, I'm going to be sad when this book is over, but on the other hand, I'm like, if you actually go through every single character, I think it's going to get really boring eventually. You know, like issue 50, you know, I'd probably have dropped it by then because, you know, you're going to be going through a lot of the useless characters. Now, next episode really kind of has me curious because it's Blowtorch, which I don't really care that much about, but it has Cobra recruits. So now what they're going to do is they're going to talk about what the Cobra recruits are thinking. You know, as they're going, like why they're signing up for Cobra and going through training and things like that. So that one I'm also looking forward to. Overall, like I said, this is a complete solid book, and it's a shame that it's not getting as many people buying it as it should, because it's going to be one of those books that it's going to be underappreciated. If you have any comments or questions, just feel free to leave it on the side. Rate the video up or down. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel. I'll have more reviews up. And until next time.